Welcome to the Superfacts Show on the Superfacts Network. Featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop, and music journalist Mark Waldo Ward. They have discussions about hip hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts.
Well, hello, gang. Welcome to the Superfacts Show on the Superfacts Network. I'm your host, Mark Waldo Ward. Tonight, we'll be discussing the new Donda playlist album, I Can't Keep Up With It, by Kanye West, and Certified Lover Boy by Drake. I think that's the playlist one. Off Tiggity, shouts out to the cover. That shit's hilarious. But let's go over Donda first. You know, I always check out brief background. I always check out Kanye West music. There's definitely well over 30 to 50 songs that I like a lot. As a huge Dipset fan, that the album they got the Cameron verse. I don't know if you can see it in my background, but the shit with the cartoon bear in the video, the Good Morning. I don't know, it's mad Kanye West shit I fuck with for sure. There ain't no question about that. And it's almost always something. Well, it's always something worth listening to on his albums. For the most part, it's something worth listening to repeatedly. I listened to the gospel one. I remember a couple of the Jones went hard, but I ain't never go back to listen to it again. And I guess I lamed out on 808 and Heartbreaks because I ain't get what the fuss was about. But shit, I feel like The Life of Pablo is underrated. You only got to talk about his bona fides. Drake's a little different. Like I was probably more accepting. Like I used to be locked into a certain mind state, so I was probably more accepting of Kanye West because of his affiliations. But Drake at first, I'm not gonna front. I wasn't too open to his music, but obviously he grew on me. It's hard for me to get past certain incidents. Shout out R. Kelly type shit, but musically you can't take nothing away from him. So let me talk about my opinions about Donda. I listened to it, I don't know, at least like 5, 6 times, some of them repeatedly. It's a long ass album, I'll tell you that much. I remember Remote Control went hard. A lot of these songs I don't remember. Um, I know Junior went hard. I definitely like when they be talking about Larry Hoover, like everybody talk about the Trump shit and he was a sellout or whatever. Even Jay-Z say something about no red cap on the verse he on. But I know that man went in the White House and asked the president of the United States to free Larry Hoover. So he always gonna be all right in my book. It was Mad Jones on here that had a vicious beat versus I definitely was in favor of his rapping, but then off the top of my head, because I ain't take no notes or nothing, because I mean that's less authentic, when I try to make it more like if we was talking, you feel me? I ain't no professional music critic or no shit like that. Um, I know the baby verse was monstrous. I know the little controversy was supposed to take some of the shit off. I'm glad. I guess if you're big enough, like him or Joe Rogan or some or people that they can't force you to not do nothing. Shit, I wonder if he could I wonder if he could put a Michael Jackson Joan on it. You know what I'm saying? You, um, yeah, I'll probably go back and listen to it a few times. I ain't gonna do no rated in his canon or nothing like that. It was worth the listen. It's interesting how he capitalized on it. A lot of times the event in the last, I don't know, few cycles seems to have overshadowed the music, but it's still definitely musically interesting, worth a listen. All right, now let's check out my man Drake. I probably got some more cohesive thoughts about that one because you know the verses and everything like that. I mean he's definitely flowing on the shit. Whether it's a Ghost Rider or not, the John with Lil Durk and whoever give on or Giveon is, that shit go hard. Poppy's home. Well, I don't know. Depending on Poppy's home is definitely well executed. I wonder exactly what you mean by that. The Way Too Sexy, that video is hilarious. The TSU, the In Too Deep, them shits is both vicious. No Friends in the Industry. Knife Talk, love the project, Past Sample. Um, as always, you know, I'll give credit where credit is due. Rick Ross showed out. Kid Cudi. Yeah, I mean, to be real with you, I don't know if it's a classic, but you know, Drake's runs lasting like Apex top of the game is lasted a minute. You know, man, you like I said, you gotta give credit where credit is due. He's having a nice long run. He turned into a first ballot Hall of Famer. He gonna be on Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on HBO and all that shit one day. It's gonna be like some little rappers doing his songs and shit. Or I don't know, maybe that's the VH1 show, or maybe that's both of them shits. I don't know. It's still kind of hard for me to the song with Lil Baby, you know, I hear a lot of people saying that Lil Baby the best rapper, which is incomprehensible to me as long as Kendrick Lamar is active. But you know, enough people have that opinion that I give some credence to it. So I've been paying more attention to it lately. And you know, I'm starting to catch the wave a little bit. You know, this feature was definitely strong as hell. You know, interesting debate would be what's a better Jay-Z verse, the one for Drake or the one for Kanye, and what's the implication of that? One thing I like about Drake is like I like how he's always I mean, I wouldn't say he has, well, in his career he has Houston roots. I like how he always brings it back to that. You know, I appreciate his knowledge of rap, but then, you know, back to the Kanye West, you know, you gotta appreciate his knowledge of music. So I say, I mean, I ain't do no rating systems. Both of them shits worth listening to. They cultural events, so you might as well know what's going on. I'll be interested to see how much replay value they have, because even like with like the last couple Jay-Z albums. Oh yeah, one last thing about the Kanye album. Jay-Z said something about the Return of the Throne. I'd be interested in that. That's the last Jay-Z or Kanye album off the top of my head that has like get played every year value. But yeah, that's the thing. Like when they keep releasing these albums, and that could be anybody that's got a legacy recording career. You know, it gets to a point when you got something like Spotify and you can just pick anything. You know, this shit's cool and everything, but a lot of times it ain't as good as they best shit. You know, like well, I ain't gonna say nothing to offend nobody, but you know, why eat a real good hamburger when you can have a vicious ass piece of steak? And a lot of times, like, yeah, they still putting out some of the best shit, but it ain't fucking with their best shit. So if I'm gonna listen to them, why wouldn't I listen to their best shit? You know, it's like weed. Like why wouldn't I smoke the best weed possible? So that's my thoughts on the Drake and the Kanye West album. Like, rate, review, all that good shit. I don't really be knowing how to say that shit, but y'all be listening to podcasts, so why don't y'all do it right for me? Help me get ahead, so I don't gotta be doing stupid ass ad reads for boner pills and shit like that.